members connected and brought into the forum. No matter how, there is no way we can all be in a meeting. It's not possible. And I still want to say that if at all we are going to get all of us to come into the forum, it will take some time. But the number of us that have been on ground, you can start with whatever is needful, whatever is necessary.
I don't know if you remember.
So if there is anybody in need, even if that person has not really come to the meeting, once we know about that person and his need, we should still get across to him or her. And that means that work has already begun. So that's what I can say concerning that.
I don't know if you remember I said we are getting to the point now where we are knowing ourselves. That I used the word bridge. I said we are not getting to that bridge now.
Yes,
so it is
I
time
know.
to cross it. In other words, prior to now, it is the belief of the committee that we needed to know ourselves. But now, after second meeting in Lagos, two in Ekiti, we now have gotten to a point where the committee's activities will kick in. That's where, and that was when I said that the needed meets, but it is work of the committee to make the meetings happen. But we have to know ourselves. Now we are knowing ourselves. It is now time for us to. That's what I said. I didn't say that, every single eligible member of this group will be in first before we start. I didn't say that.
All right.
I didn't say that.
Any other comments?
Then, the issue of the register, I will suggest that we have a book, a notebook, where we put our name. Because suggested that
Ekiti people, the Ekiti zone went to Dohati.
No.
We'll go to that.
No, we come to that.
We'll come to that.
No, what I'm saying.
All right.
What I'm saying is, we that are attending the meetings.
Yes.
You understand? Tayo suggested it the last time that we should put our name, our addresses. So you understand? Our phone number. Then maybe our occupation. You understand? That one will also help. I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if we put our address, it doesn't matter that, okay, those who want to visit me. You understand? But it's very, very important. You understand? But all those things are necessary. So you understand? And when I tell you about when you know that, maybe you are passing through. According to my friend that day, let me tell you address. You also put your book and I see it. Okay. Let me see how he or she is doing.
Sir, how about security? Such. I hope it's secure, right?
Security like that.
When we have such register, individually, I hope it's safe to have such.
The national body has something. That's why they do it.
All right.
So you understand?
Sorry, what's your concern about security? That's people to know each other's places.
We have such data. I hope it's safe.
And it's in the public domain. Is that what you are saying?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think there is any.
You just need to be careful.
You can never be too careful, really. So you are right. But this case, to be honest, I don't think there's any.
I don't think there is any
because
implication
in
of
any
that.
case, we all have all kinds of relationships: official, church, personal, mosque to Muslims, and we keep these things among ourselves.
So the general consensus is that we should still have to register. Right, sir? I hope you agree.
Yes.
Okay. We do the register. All right, sir. Well, quickly, T. But this, how soon are we going to wait for this reunion? More so about people in the diaspora. My personal belief is that if you take good use of this WhatsApp platform, we should even be able to even hold meeting on it and even make consensus even on the platform, because we are here. Ekiti people are not here. Even there are some other people that are not even within the chapters. So apart from waiting for that reunion, maybe in 2020, can't we make the best use? Can't we make a better use of that platform, where we can even make decisions even before now, or even before today? That's my question to the House. Unfortunately, most of us are not on the platform.
Yeah,
Or what do you think?
that's where it even starts from. This platform thing is very important for everybody to be there. I am not unaware of why it's important, why some of us are not there. Again, so maybe that's where even the work of the welfare committee starts. Yeah, because there are one or two, in fact, a lot of platforms, a lot of groups, a lot of meetings that one belongs to that we hardly, that in the last 1 year we have not even met physically. In the last 1 year we have not met physically, and work is going on well because we are able to make good use of technology. I am not, as I said, unaware of why practically it's impossible for some, but that's something for us to give priority attention to. Because again, like I said at the first meeting that we had, you come to a meeting, any meeting at all, any group, you are encouraged to be active there if you can answer yourself that, okay, so what is the need for me? Do you understand? So what benefit is this for me? So if you can answer, affirmative and say, oh yeah, I have something benefiting from here, then, you are encouraged to, but where you cannot. So, and why I said that on that occasion is the reason I'm saying it now, that it's important for people to be active on the platform. And so it starts with addressing why people cannot be active. But we get there. We get there.
On what you have been saying, please permit me. The first meeting I was not there, but I thank God that this very meeting I'm here. There is a platform, my family platform, that is the Akata descendants. I in Epe, those in Ikeja, those in even London, UK, the family, we do meet every third Sunday of each month, of every month to say. And yes, they will just connect all of us together. What they were saying in US, the person speaking will be hearing, will be giving, answering question, answer question, asking question, like that. Which we can be doing the general meeting maybe once in 3 months, but others on this platform. We can be doing that. We just tell it's a question of so please get connected on so time. We are, I think we understand what I'm saying.
Very well. SP, you see, that's exactly what we are saying.
So we are in technology
exactly.
time.
So
Let's make use of it.
Yeah.
It's not everything that we enter motor. It's a risk at times.
So not at times, at all times. But you see, the point is that we have bought this idea, we are in it, but we are saying that it is practically impossible for, and I underline the word practically, for some of us to be, and that is something now for the welfare committee. It will be the first point of action for them to say every member of the group, because this is a closed group. It's closed. It's not a group that we are canvassing for membership now. It's either you are a member of Dmgs 1980 or not. Even we're even so even we're even saying that some people who maybe dropped, they are not even members. Do you understand? So I'm saying that why is everybody not a member is something that must take priority attention of the welfare committee. And at least, again, there's a limit to what you can. Anyway, we can get to all those details at the committee level, but it's something. So we have bought the idea that we have to work smart. We call it, say, you work smart instead of working hard. You can work smart by holding your meetings and all, virtually without physical presence, but it's important that it happens. And I believe it will. The committee will.
What is it?
Contributors.
as for me, I still believe that that welfare committee is most important now, even more than any other committee, because we are all here for a purpose. So I appreciate all what the welfare committee has been doing. If we are going to add more people to them, add it to them. When we do that welfare committee, let's do for the trustworthy people. Because when I was coming here today, I've been hearing about this, and this is my first time of attending. I said, and now I can't just be coming here without I want to know how you are generating this money. You can't just come here, maybe you eat and you just go away like that. Let's create within that committee. If you are going to add more people, add it to them. If we are creating bank accounts, get trustworthy people, open the account. Let us know if it's monthly due or yearly due that will be paid. So let the money be going there. Then other committees can follow.
Let me just give you a lowdown of the terms of reference of the welfare committee. This is to recognize that since all fingers are not equal, but by cooperation and collaboration via support, we will be able to bear one another up, forming a network of influence. Intervention programs and activities be instituted to engage by employment, by contracts, by professional engagement, by empowerment, and by financial inducement be looked into to elevate all members above board, not forgetting support on medically challenged members. That is the terms of reference. Then so we can look at incentive to the dead, to the deceased. That means supporting to their wards, school admission, employment, and empowerment. That means for the deceased. For those of us that are alive, engagement by employment, contract, and professional jobs, networking, and life cover policy to fine-tune our life. Then for the sick, for those that are sick, motivating for support and engagement, and socializing with them on such function and see where we could be of benefit. You see, the terms of reference has really encompassed all of these activities. I think, like Taye have said, that is what is in need for all of us. That is what is in need for all of us. We could see that it is encompassing. So we are not left out. It's just to take care of ourselves in the form of employment, empowerment, wherever we see that it is more important for us to support one another. So it is so critical. So we have embodied all of this inside the draft constitution. So I think that should be our next point of consideration. How many of us have gone through the draft constitution? Let's see it by the wave of hand. I think this issue of WhatsApp needs to be addressed. So what we did was, because we know that these things go to entail finance so much, so the finance committee were able to come up with the finance committee were able to come to the conclusion that we are going to make a monthly contribution. Yes. We are going to make a monthly contribution of 2005. The Ekiti chapter has already started. What they did was that whenever they come to a meeting, they come with a 2,000 naira, and they come with an extra 1,000 naira to take care of their refreshments, entertainment. So that's what they did. But we have the grace here. We have the grace of people that supported us during our first meeting. and we want to look at it. Please, we are saying that this issue, we really looked into it. We don't want the issue of finance to make some people say they are not going to be members. It is not compulsory. It is necessary. So to take care of ourselves, there was an outing by Pastor Afolabi. We need to bring some people there. We need to give a gift item. So this thing encompasses funds. We are having a meeting today. We will not just have a meeting without item 7. So what we did was that even in hosting our meetings, we looked at it inside the constitution that the association will take care of the meeting, of every logistic. But in an instance when somebody volunteered that, oh, for this meeting, oh, I'm taking care of the refreshment, good and welcome. But it is obligatory on the association to take. We are just going to meet for 3 times, so it's obligatory for us to take part of our funding to meet up with this meeting. So in the constitution, we have that we will have a monthly dues of 2,500 per month. So for as many that want to pay en bulk, it's 30K in a year. And also we add a separate project fund of 10,000 to meet up with our. If you go through the constitution, it's just to meet up with all these finances. So as many of us, we are not using that monthly contribution to make others run away, please. It is not compulsory, but we plead that if you can be able to do it, and as many that can do beyond that, we will appreciate it. So those are the points we are trying to drive in. Yes, sir.
Thank you for the job done by the financial committee and those who contributed to that financial aspect of it. But there are a lot of other bodies that have done this thing, that have created this kind of things in the past, this kind of forum in the past. And for instance, I have some friends that have this kind of organization, and I know how they do it.
Please guide us.
Yes, for instance, Christ School, that is very, very close to us. We have, they organize themselves yearly by yearly the way we are now.
All right.
Those of 1980 set, which is Fayemi set, we are very close, and I will be to their functions. Some of them even think I'm one of them. What they do is they have yearly subscriptions, and their yearly subscription is 50,000 naira per year.
How much?
15,000 naira per year.
15?
Yes. And that was Olivet Grammar School or York, the same. And I have another friend, very close friend of mine now too, of Udogulu Grammar School. We are Udogulu Grammar School. We are Lia, attended. They pay 50,000 naira annually. But that annual subscription is a pool of fund for them. Whenever there is any special program, they will contribute. For instance, when they are going to Ado, when our classmates, contemporary at Christ School, we are going to Ado about 3 weeks ago to go and elect their new officers. So they contributed money to go to Ado, charter vehicle to Ado. Though Fayemi sponsored them, but they still contribute money. They call themselves welfare. Those people who organize that is welfare committee, headed by one of my friends. So they used to contribute money when they have special program to do in the main campus, in their main campus, they look back to their subscriptions. If there is a shortfall of that amount, they now tax themselves. That's how they do it.
All right, sir. All right. That is the essence of the draft constitution that has been launched for more than 2 months, and we wanted to reflect reaction.
Because fingers are not equal. As we are social animals. What I can take, other people may not be able to take it. Some of us are too, would I call them too shy or too sensitive to this kind of a thing. When they don't have power to do some things, though you are not forcing them not to come, they will just start. You can pay it yearly upfront, you can pay it quarterly. But the most important thing is that all of us, because the school has done so much for us. When we are arranging this thing, one of our ward came with us and we are joking that we are built by Duarte Memorial Grammar School to be too resilient, too active and too creative. And you know that our ward, baby Fachiko, was just laughing. Do you understand me? Duarte has imparted a lot of things to in our life, and we need to give back to the school. So we cannot, because of money, run away. But we need to do it in such a way that all of us will be able to come in. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would like to, support what you have just said. Like you said, figures are not equal. But, however, the issue of fund in this platform, can't play it out, can't be on it at all. If 15,000, like I said, can be a reference point for us. However, we can, like you said, when we have issues, whatever, people, we can contribute more based on individual capacity. When Tai was talking about welfare, that welfare can even kickstart now. With him, I was just thinking, how are we going to kickstart on what's going to be the pivot? On which pivot? What we have in the pool, which fund are they going to use? I mean, this thing, if you have fund out to be, we have to at least establish it. Have some pool of fund somewhere that the welfare committee will run back and do whatever they want to do. We can't just start something on a kind of superficial level and just ask the welfare committee to kickstart something. To kickstart something on what? Where is the fund that they're going to use? This thing has to be addressed. We have to know how soon are we going to start contributing? Are we going to be looking at the levy per month or per random thing? If we are looking at that level at per random level or per month level, that might not be enough fund for the welfare committee to start anything. So we can even say something from the to kickstart something. Let's have a kind of donation. Whoever want to donate something, to start something, before we start talking about levy. Okay, we want to start something, we want to start, like we said, he said we want to know why the people are not on the platform. I mean, on WhatsApp or whatever. I mean, we can't hide anything from ourselves. It has to be, it's okay. I'm not there to show this. Because my phone or it's all compliant or whatever. But something, welfare committee, okay, we want to address the issue of a phone. Something has to happen. So we can't, then again, like my friend had just said, we addressed something the day we went to Tai's out to go and to kickstart this meeting. Any member of this platform, no matter the level you are, no matter what you are now, I don't think it's worth it to demean yourself. You can't demean yourself, you can't lower yourself. We know where we started, we know wherever we are now, we know where we are, we know it's just by the grace, but we just see ourselves as equal.
God bless you, sir. You still recognize me? Yes. How are you? I'm tired again. God bless you. I want you to be introduced. God bless you, sir.
So like Taye said, we have to see ourselves as one. We don't need to hide anything for ourselves. If you hide anything if you're hiding anything for yourself, then it's left to you. But I think this is a platform, this is a forum that you come out, let's know where each of us can come in and help each other.
All right.
That's the essence of this community.
I'm in support of Subaru's issue.
All right.
That if we continue to talk about money and we put the money at high price.
Can you please raise up your voice a little bit?
We will discuss if we put the money at the high price.
Yes.
Discover that in the next 2 or 3 months, many people will not get it.
All right.
So let's start from the middle. It is where we start maybe from maybe 10 naira. It's like when you want to rent a house, the landlord has known that in the next 5 years, your flat will be 500,000. You will start with 200,000 for the truth. By the time you will reach 3 years, I'll be paying maybe 500,000. I'm telling you. So if we are paying,
It's a real estate person. It's a real estate person.
So if we start paying small amount now, we will discover that majority of us will be paying the money and participate very well. Or if we put it at the high speed,
High level.
people
All right.
will
I think.
Thank you very much. All said and done. Gbogbo láti sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo láti ti except my new brother that just entered. So gẹ́gẹ́ bí òwe tí máa yẹn pa ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀lẹ́ jẹ láti fi pẹlẹbẹ.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí òwe tí òkú mẹ́fà kì í ṣe máa
Okay. I'm sorry. But àwọn kan máa sọ pé ọ̀lẹ́ yẹn tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá bu omi tó tóbi kálejò bá dé ó bá lọ bu omi tó tóbi ìwọ tó ń jẹbi pẹlẹbẹ wà á ṣọ́ọ̀tì jì ní but we all know that we are paying 15,000 per year. So even the first thing ẹ ká ní account tábà ní account you may pay your own even without telling anybody. Your own you may say today this week this is 2,000 naira let me just drop it in the account. You drop it immediately the account is opened. The number will be given to every one of us, even without telling anybody. Like what I did in my own church, our retreat money, men had to pay. No. So I just stood up. I said, men 10,000, women 5,000. He said, he stood. I said, no, it's not too much. There is a way of doing it. Okay, we have how many Sundays before the retreat? We calculated it. Okay, let's divide 10,000 by the number of Sundays in that month. So it becomes 10 Sundays. Okay, men have to pay 50 naira every Sunday. No, sorry, 500. 500. For the women, 300. So each Sunday, somebody will stood up. Somebody was choosing. Oh yeah, go round. During the announcement, I will say, okay, on retreat, my brother Donatus, please. Go round. We are giving you just 5 minutes. Go round. You will collect 300 from women. Even they are not even know that they were paying something. 300. What is 300? Women 500 naira. Bros, please come to the altar. Come and take my own 500 naira. The assistant say, come and take my own 500 naira. Before you know, and we've completed the money. And retreat is still in December, 21st of December. And we've almost finished our own payment. On Tuesday, during a pastor's meeting, they start mentioning each group, each district. When they go to district, they'll be clapping for us. Not knowing that we don't have money in our district, but we have the idea. So likewise, you can do that whatever here.
All right.
15,000. You can even share that 15,000. How many? Maybe to the number of months. Or the number of weeks. Even before anybody asking from you, you can pay it. 15,000 is not too much per year.
We are talking of 30,000.
No, we have not even
We have not agreed.
No, okay.
There is a provision in the constitution.
No, I'm very sorry. Somebody mentioned 15,000.
it's
Still
just-
an idea.
Okay, okay.
I can stand up to say 10.
Okay.
Still an idea of the
Okay,
code. We have
okay.
not to be
Okay.
But quickly, let me add that the Ikeja chapter have started, and they have concluded within themselves that they are going to do a 2,000 monthly dues. We can still override it if it's decided here. We can find a place to reconcile. But one, as we have it in the that's why we should not be cold. Sharing Eka, we are not using this one to make anybody to run away. Please. But we still need money to do some few things. The issue of that Taye raised, that WhatsApp, we need to correct it, and we can have that lesson from Ajidam, that even their own family, whatever, they conclude it on the which is a fact. So we have to address the issue. We have to address the issue of that one through the welfare, and we might probably need funds and probably need the support of some individuals that can assist us. I hope, do we have that consensus here?
yes.
Or,
Yes. I have something to say to
please,
that.
let's make it because of time.
Okay. But before I ask that question, please, I want to clarify something. I've been hearing there are some people that dropped in the school, maybe when they are in Form 3 or Form 4, and they are not part of this meeting.
No.